Welcome back, legends. This is Abhilasu, the channel where we talk about everything and anything in anime, movies, manga, comics, and the insane pop culture stories living rent free in our heads. And today, we need to talk about because I genuinely think this anime should not work. Like, seriously, this show has alien stealing balls, a granny spirit running at Mach 10, psychic powers, awkward teenage romance, naked running scene every 3 episodes, and somehow one of the most emotionally sincere relationship in modern times. How did it become one of the best anime of the decade? Because under all the chaos, Dandadan understand one thing better than most other anime. Being a teenager is terrifying. You know what makes Dandadan special? It's not the fights, it's not the animation, it's not even Turbo Granny screaming like Goblin that escaped Twitter. It's the fact that this anime understands what it feels like desperately want someone to understand you. And honestly, that's way scarier than aliens. See, at first, Momo and Okuran feels like every opposite attract anime duo ever made. She is loud, he is awkward, she is popular, he looks like he apologizes to Chair after bumping into them. But the genius of Dandadan is that both of them are lonely in their own separate ways. Okuran gets rejected because he is different. Momo gets accepted by pretending she isn't weird. That's such a crazy good dynamic. One hides himself because nobody will accept him. The other hides herself so people will accept her. And the moment these two meet, boom, emotional warfare. Because apparently every supernatural creature in this universe wants these kids traumatized before graduation. Dandadan feels like somebody combined Chainsaw Man and Scooby-Doo and a paranormal Reddit thread at 3 a.m. And somehow it works. Now let's talk about the animation for a second. Because Sainsaru were smoking cosmic radiation while making this. Every episode feels alive. The colors explode. The camera moves like it drank 6 energy drinks. The fights are messy and desperate instead of clean anime choreography. And I love that because Okuron isn't some overpowered Sigma protagonist. Bro fights like a scared raccoon in a parking lot. Most anime fights are, I trained for 20 years. Meanwhile, Okuran, oh god, oh god, oh god, run. And weirdly, that makes the action way more real. One of my favorite things about Dandadan is that the supernatural stuff is never actually the main conflict. The real conflict is emotional honesty. Every alien fight, every ghost battle, every insane supernatural moment is secretly forcing the characters to confront feelings they are too scared to say out loud. That's why the romance works so well. Not because it's revolutionary, just because it feels human. The awkwardness, the jealousy, the overthinking, that's real. And then the anime randomly decides to emotionally assassinate you with episode 7. Yeah, that episode. The Acrobat Silky backstory is devastating because it is simple. It's just a mother trying to do her best. That's it. No world ending stakes, no chosen one prophecy, just love and losing it. This series theory is somewhat which other animes doesn't show. Monsters are rarely born evil. Most of them are just broken people with nowhere to put their pain. Turbo Granny, lonely. Acrobat Silky, heartbroken. And somehow this anime balances all of that with jokes about missing testicles, that tonal balance should be impossible. But Dandadan somehow turns emotional whiplash into an art form. You know what Dandadan understands better than most romance anime? Confidence is attractive, not perfection. That's why Momo works. That's why Okuran slowly becomes more likable. Not because they become cooler, but because they slowly stop being afraid of who they are. That's the actual story. Also, quick side note, if you are enjoying this video so far, drop a like. Seriously.
No one else can help because no one else has a big heart like you. Please help.
This anime really looked at one of the most emotionally mature coming of age stories in years and said, you know what it needs? A side quest of missing nuts. And somehow it still works. That's talent. The craziest part about Dandadan is that every character initially feels annoying. Momo seems mean, Okuru seems pathetic, Ira seems narcissist, but the more time you spend with them, the more human they become. And that's incredible writing because real people are annoying sometimes. Real people are awkward, immature, emotional, messy. Dandadan embraces that messiness instead of sending it down to generic anime art style. And that's why the cast feels so alive. So yeah, Dandadan absolutely lived up to the hype for me. It's hilarious, chaotic, visually insane, emotionally sincere, and most importantly, it has heart. Under all the screaming, aliens, ghosts, and cursed anatomy jokes, this story is about two lonely teenagers slowly learning that maybe they deserve to be loved for exactly what they are. And honestly, that might be one of the most unbelievable thing about this anime. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and let me know what anime should I talk about next. Until then, bye.